this is Mark Hilliard from Beyond 20. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can create a Boolean prompt without using true or false, instead using yes or no. You may find this useful when creating one steps and asking the user whether they want to continue or not, and then rather than them having to choose a true or false response, they can actually answer with yes or no. The easiest way to do this, I've found, and I add one of these to almost all of my implementations, is to create an actual lookup table. Now, again, I'm in a blueprint. I'm in the admin tool or the orange pill, and I'm going to go to my lookup tables and create a new business object. You can call it whatever you want. I usually keep it simple and just call it yes or no. I don't need to track creation. I don't need to track modification. I don't even actually need this in my table management. Simply going to create a very simple table with a response of 3 characters, yes or no. Of course, I have to create a form, as I do with all business objects. And I have to create a grid, again, as I do with all business objects. Now, once I've done that, I can go and say in any other object I want, if I had, say, a one step to, say, create new approvals for change. Let's say I want to actually, or even better yet, maybe for incident. Here I am. I want to add a brand new one step over here on the left. Give myself a little bit more room here to play with. Maybe. Scroll down, there we go. Now I've got some room. And I'm going to go ahead and put a label here right on my under my I want tos. Line him up. Give him a good color. Because it's just good manners. And we'll say add approvals. And then the one step itself in the background would be to add approvals. So let's just create a new approval. New. I will create that child business object. And if you're unfamiliar with any of these steps, of course, we do have other videos that show you how to build these as well. In this case, we're going to go ahead and ask for the approver name via a prompt. The more you use Cherwell, the more you will learn to love prompts. Valid values for the field. Oh, actually I have to take it from a table because I'm actually building this from the incident, not the approval. So user info, full name, and make sure that they can only select those. Okay. But then I want them to be able to go ahead and continue to create approvals. Maybe they want to create 5 approvals. Instead of having to click that add approval multiple times, maybe we just have this take care of that for them. So the next thing I want to do is I actually want to ask them whether or not they want to continue. So we're going to create a variable called continue, and we're going to put a prompt here as well. And this prompt is going to say, as a question, yes or no. Well, now I can actually just list the values from my yes or no table. Now I still have to put data in there. I have not done that yet. But now they can select yes or no from a drop-down list rather than a true false, which would have been the Boolean way to do this. I've actually now created a way for me to validate the words yes and no from a single table throughout the entire system. I want to make sure I reprompt on each occurrence, otherwise it will just it will retain my first response and keep going with that. And then I go ahead and use a go-to step. My condition, of course, is if that variable equals yes. If it's true, if it does say yes, then go back and create another approval. If not, end the one step. Let's say 50. Maybe you want 50 approvals, who knows? I don't know, well, not 56. 56 would be far too many. Okay, and that's all I got to do. So now I've actually created a yes-no validation, and I can use that anywhere in the system. I can use that for as many one-steps as I want. I can use it for field validation if I want to use sort of a true-false, but to make it seem more human-readable, I can use yes or no. Now, of course, again, I still have to add the data to this, so I would simply go in and to the table add yes and no as the two responses. You could add a third response, an NA or a maybe or a not really if you wanted to, but that's how you would build out a validated table to give you basically a Boolean response without using true and false and giving your customers a better experience overall. I hope this has been helpful for you, and as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at our website, www.beyond20.com, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Beyond20 LLC. Thank you.